Hi there, Sarah here from Scattered Pictures Art, and I have a couple of new vintage style journals to share with you today. I'm calling these the Edwardian Actress journals because they have a picture of Lily Elsie on the cover, who was a famous Edwardian actress and was said to be the most photographed woman of her time. So that's sort of the theme that I went with in these. So we'll start with this one. So these are 9x6. They're made on a 9x12 envelope, and I've done the faux leather technique. Gail Agostinelli has a fantastic tutorial for that if you're looking for how to do that. So I'll just flip it over so you can see I've added some metallic rub on top of the leather technique so you get a nice shimmer there. The closure is sari silk and a couple of eyelets. Lots of fluff and things and charms on these. I've added this plate. There's a little piece of pattern paper in here, but it can come out or you can write on top of it. Okay, so let's go inside. So I've used Kaisercraft pen and ink papers in these. They're really beautiful papers, really lent itself well to the vintage style. So this is actually from a different Kaisercraft pad because I ran out of the other paper. But here's the inside cover, and it has "This Book Belongs to" tag with some sari silk and a little eyelash trim. And the first page is a doily sewn onto pattern paper. The first person I saw do this was Wendy Connors Beckett, which is Wendy's Journal Adventure. So I love that idea. And this one was this doily was quite tall, so I folded up the bottom so you have a little tuck here. Throughout the journals I've used these cabinet card backs, which are from a Tim Holtz paper, and they're sewn onto coffee dyed paper. Okay. And the first page, we've got some tassel trim here, and another of the cabinet card, and a little mini file folder that I made from the papers. And here is a guest check sewn onto some heavier coffee dyed paper, and I've just added a little bulb pin with a bit of sari silk lace and a little vintage button at the top, and that tucks in on the side here. This is one of the ephemera elements from the small pad of the Kaisercraft paper, and I've just sewn it along the side as a tuck. More beautiful paper, some coffee stain paper with some polka dot pattern, a little bit of Tim Holtz design tape there, some child's printing practice paper, coffee dyed. This is the first lace tab with the first bead charm. So, and a tuck with a large tag with some more sari silk and eyelash trim. Plain on the back. And the paper clips all have a little bit of lace or sari on them. I made raggedies for these, and when I put them in, they stuck out a little too far to the side, so I tore down the side, and I was like, I'm not going to waste that. So you've got a raggedy edge along here. Thanks, Nick the Booksmith, for the raggedy idea. Another cabinet card. And here is a little flip with a tab, and this is another Wendy Connors Beckett idea with the eyelet on the tab, and then I've added another bulb pin with sari silk and lace and another vintage button. This is a page from a vintage Sears catalog. It's a reproduction, but I love those pages. A little corner flip with some doily and border and sari silk, little mini tag, another cabinet card, lots of journaling space in these, some blank music paper, paper bag, coffee dyed, and I've just added these little bingo cards that came with the paper kit, and on the edge there's a little sari silk tab with some lace and a little bit of bling. And a large tag, and this is a glassine bag, coffee dyed, and I've added some lace and some coffee dyed cheesecloth, eyelash trim, a fabric decoration, and a little mini safety pin with some sari silk and another vintage button. And inside the glassine bag is a long tag, some more sari silk at the top, a little mini ledger page, and here is a handmade envelope, just clipped on with a safety pin, and a little journaling card. That's just clipped over the top of the page here. Some more coffee dyed paper with some doily transfer. Coffee dyed line paper. I just love this paper. Here's the second tab, another beaded dangle with a little heart charm. And this is the center of the signature. So this is the writing board. A writing board comes with each of these journals, and I've included one of these bulldog clips, just if you want to clip something to the board or help hold a page open or something in the journal. So these giant, that's better, chipboard tags are from Creative Embellishments, and they're amazing for writing boards, so I'll link that shop below. I roughly gessoed this side and then decoupaged some Paris napkin on and distressed it with vintage photo distress ink. And on the other side, I used my leftover bits of paper from making the journal to do a Franken paper, which I added on here. Both of the writing boards have a pen loop, and I made sure that I sewed this together so when you're taking your pen in and out, it shouldn't put too much pressure on the paper so the paper won't tear. And it's glued down really well with some Fabri-Tac there. And then there's some more lace. And at the top, there's pocket watch charm, and I've left that empty so that you can add your initial or whatever you'd like, maybe with some glossy accents over it. So pretty. So in the center of the signature, we've got a pocket, some paper folded like an envelope, a little clock, ephemera bit from the paper pack there, and another large tag with some sari and eyelash trim. Some more coffee dyed paper. This is a little sewn seed packet with a large journaling card with a lace tab. And I've just taped that in with some Tim Holtz design tape so you can take it out or move it around. It's also got the decoupaged Paris napkin on it. Coffee dyed paper, pattern paper, another corner flip, another little tag, and another cabinet card. And there's the other side of that small ledger paper. And I just had this tucked behind here so I could take a picture. And then on this page, we've got one of the Tim Holtz mini cabinet cards, and I made a clip for it. So there's another picture of Lily Elsie in there. These are so pretty. And I used this, Alligator style hair clip, and I cut these off the front page of the papers, and they're on some coffee dyed paper, and then there's a ticket on the other side, and some sari, and some eyelash trim, and then a little pearl, bling there. So it just squeezes open and clips that to the top of the page. So if you want me to do a tutorial about how I made those altered hair clips, I can definitely do that. Just leave a comment below and I'll try and get that done soon. Oh, there's a little more design tape from Tim Holtz. The other side of the bag with another of the bingo cards with the pretty tab on it. Blank music paper. Here's the raggedy for this journal. So lots of pattern papers and lace. And the back. Love these. Some more pattern paper and the tassel trim. It's a little side tuck with a stamped coffee dyed shipping tag. And another cabinet card. I'm just going to clip those at the top. They're slipping down. And the other side of the catalog page. Another of the tabs with the little bulb pin with the sari and the vintage button and the lace. On a flip. Some more coffee dyed paper with larger circles. Here's the last of the lace tabs and another charm, a little watch charm. The child's printing page, polka dot coffee stain paper, another handmade envelope. Another journaling card inside, just over the top of the page here. And then another little tuck, and this is a decorated coin envelope, coffee dyed, so it's just empty, but I've tucked in a couple of tags from the paper pack, so you can use those. And the last page, a couple of extra little tags tucked into the doily tuck. On the back of each journal, there's a decorated library pocket with a coffee dyed library card and a long bookmark. Okay. So that's the first one. These will be in my Etsy store for sale. So I'll just, this will be the Edwardian Actress Vintage Journal number 1, and I'll do a quick flip through the other one. It's essentially the same, though the papers are in a different order, but it has the same kind of embellishments and things. But I will do a quick flip. So here's the cover of this one. I love that picture. Again, this is pattern paper in here, but it will slide out the top, so you can change it. And again, the shimmer on the faux leather. Lots of fluff. So the doily on this one is a bit different. It's an embroidered doily. Not quite as vintage as the other one, but still, I love it. The paper inside the cover here has this beautiful floral pattern. Another This Book Belongs To tag. First page with the tassel trim has a cabinet card and a mini folder. And this doily was smaller, so it does not have the tuck in the doily, but it does have that beautiful floral pattern on the back. Lots of room to put a picture or some journaling on there. Sorry, these are so tall, I'm having trouble getting them in camera. Some Tim Holtz design tape. Doily transfer on the coffee dyed paper, another glassine bag, coffee dyed, added some lace, and another fabric embellishment, cheesecloth, eyelash trim, a little sari silk and a vintage button on a mini safety pin there, and has the large tag, and another long tag in the glassine bag. The first of the handmade envelopes, and I've also just paper clipped on a couple of extra tags there, a coffee dyed merchandise tag and a tag from the paper kit. There's a journaling card in there. And this is the first of the lace tabs with the charm, a little heart charm. The blank music paper, the tab with the eyelet and the little bulb pin, sari lace vintage button on a flip. The vintage catalog reproduction paper. There's a little side tuck with stamped coffee dyed shipping tag and another cabinet card. More of that polka dot coffee dyed paper bag with bingo card. Coffee dyed line paper. Here's a corner flip with a little tag and another cabinet card. Mini ledger paper. Here's the raggedy tuck from this one, another cabinet card. Some child's printing practice paper, pattern paper, beautiful butterfly pattern paper. Here's the second lace tab with the beaded charm, a little watch charm on there. And this is the center of the signature. Here is the writing board for this one, excuse me. This one has the rounded fancy top. And there's the Franken page for the back of that. It also has the pocket watch charm, which is empty, and the pen loop. And another large tag, and another paper folded like an envelope with the little clock ephemera. Their side tuck with another altered coin envelope. It's just empty. Two little tags from the paper kit just tucked in here. It's just decorated with some tickets and cheesecloth and lace and bling. Here is the Tim Holtz cabinet card from this one and the embellished clip. Another picture of Lily Elsie. Back. And here's the back of the embellished clip and the front with the ticket and sari, eyelash trim, and a little pearl. Coffee dyed paper with the circles and a little Tim Holtz design tape there. Other side of the small ledger paper. Here's the second handmade envelope. Journaling card. Just love this paper. Here's this book's Raggedy. And there's the other side. Lots of coffee dyed paper, so room for journaling on this one. Coffee dyed paper. Another decorated bingo card in the bag. Whoops. I'll fix that. So this is the seed packet for this one. It's come loose. And the lace top journaling card there. Some more of the tassel trim. Whoops. Side tuck with guest check, some design tape, and a bulb pin with some sari lace and a little vintage button just tucked in there. Other side of the catalog paper, flip out with the decorated tab, blank music paper, another corner flip, another little tag, cabinet card, and the third lace tab, pretty key charm. Pattern paper, coffee dyed paper, a little bit of Tim Holtz design tape, pattern paper, and at the back, this beautiful paper, big tag, cabinet card, back of the doily. There's a stain on this doily, so whoever gets it, just be aware, but that's how it came from the shop. And the decorated library pocket with the lace and cheesecloth, eyelash trim, little fabric, and the tiny pin with the sari and the button, and the long bookmark for this one. So I will link my Etsy shop below. This will be the Edwardian Actress Journal 2. And this is the Edwardian Actress Journal 1. And if you're interested in purchasing them, just follow the link below. Thanks. Have a great day. Bye.